Hello, it is May 8th, day 9 of the Scorpio Taurus eclipse portal. And you heard my baby, and it's her birthday. Happy birthday, baby. And extra cool, it is not just her birthday, it is my husband's birthday, and it's his mom's birthday. So we have 3 generations in a row working with May 8th energy. Oh my goodness. Talk about Taurus energy. Both my husband and his mom were born on the new moon. So they have both the sun and the moon in Taurus, if you can believe it. So this is a fun day for my family. I'll just mention really quick that every day, every year, the sun goes back to the same place in the sky that it was when you were born, when you took your first breath. And when that happens, the chart generated from that moment is called the solar return. And you run it from where you are in the world on your birthday. So if you're in France or if you're in Samoa, you run it from France or Samoa, but kind of in the context of your original birth moment. And that chart kind of gives you a forecast for your year, like a preview. It kind of tells you the energy of the year and things to be on the lookout for and what to expect. And so I haven't run all the solar returns for today yet, and I have plenty to run apparently, but I just wanted to mention that that is a fun thing that you can do with astrology. It is incredibly accurate. I mean, it is, to me, just like absolutely mind-blowingly accurate, and more on that later. But today we're working on interdependence. Okay, this eclipse portal on the Scorpio Taurus axis is inviting us to see where we need to rely more on ourselves. But of course, that comes in the context of where we need to be more open to relying on others and finding the balance. Every person's journey with this is different, okay? And that is okay. And it is not just different person to person, it is different day to day. And of course, so I have my baby right here. My baby cannot walk, and she, she's still learning how to eat. She's extremely dependent. And it is, not necessarily realistic to expect her or want her to be independent at this time, right? It is not realistic to have her be totally self-reliant right now. And the thing is that we're all on this journey though, because our different health issues or different family situations can mess with this dependence independence dynamic, and that is okay, and that's part of the point. I spent years and years being a primary caregiver for my disabled brother. He was extremely disabled and he was very dependent, and that is okay, and that was part of his life journey. And not everybody has a life journey where their end goal is to become truly independent or self-reliant in all ways, and that is okay. And some people really do love self-reliance to the point that their interdependence suffers and their relationships suffer. And basically there's just a balance, and every person has to figure out what that balance is every single day, every day. That's the trick of it. In the past month, there have been a couple of days where I just woke up sick, and guess what? You can be really independent and self-reliant in many ways on many days and wake up sick and need someone else to take care of you. And that is okay. It is okay. And it's possible that maybe you have been independent and then you got sick and it was a chronic illness and you've needed other people to help you and take care of you for years. And that is also okay. So breathe it in. It is also okay. Every person is on their own journey with this. I think all people struggle with this. I think all people actually suffer about this, at least at some point in their lives. I think a lot of people feel a lot of shame about their level of dependence or independence, and in both ways. I know a lot of people struggle with needing help, and I know a lot of people struggle with receiving help and with not receiving help, right? I mean, there's just a whole lot of emotions around this issue. And right now, this 2-week period is a time where we get to really dig into that. And again, to learn for ourselves that all of it is okay. All of it is okay. And we get to tune in with God and ask the divine for instruction on what is the correct balance for me. what is the correct balance for me today? You know, or what is the correct balance for me and my child, right? If you're a parent, and a lot of us have kids that struggle, that have a hard time, kids of all ages. We have babies, we have, tweens and elementary schoolers and teenagers and adults and even, we have people all across the gamut that might depend on us. And all of these kids have the possibility of having a hard time, and we have the possibility of creating codependence, of creating inappropriate dependence, of just having to deal with that big question of what is the appropriate way to interact with the other people in my life while fostering the appropriate balance of independence and interdependence. Okay, today we're going to tap. So go ahead and tap on your forehead or your collarbone. We're going to say these scripts 3 times aloud. It is safe for me to see where I need to be more open to relying on others. It is safe for me to see where I need to be more open to relying on others. It is safe for me to see where I need to be more open to relying on others. Even though others have let me down in the past, it could be safe to try relying on others again. Even though others have let me down in the past, it could be safe to try relying on others again. Even though others have let me down in the past, it could be safe to try relying on others again. I can trust the divine to help me learn trust and interdependence again. I can trust the divine to help me learn trust and interdependence again. I can trust the divine to help me learn trust and interdependence again. It can be safe to forgive those who have betrayed me in the past. It can be safe to forgive those who have betrayed me in the past. It can be safe to forgive those who have betrayed me in the past. I can experience interdependence safely, reliably. I can experience interdependence safely, reliably. I can experience interdependence safely, reliably. Put your hand on your heart and just breathe. And I just want to mention, I had this tapping script that said it can be safe to forgive those who have betrayed me in the past. And that felt important to add today. And of course, I just want to mention that forgiving doesn't mean that you let them back into your life. It is something that you do for yourself. It helps heal you. And I will invite you to search my YouTube channel for my video on instant forgiveness and the process to just forgive instantly, which I know sounds crazy, but it is really true and can be really possible. So please go check that out today. If you have trouble trusting others to help you when you need it. And another thing I'll recommend is my class called Resistance to Assistance, which I believe is available by donation on allyduzetclasses.com. That's Resistance to Assistance. And that's a great one if you struggle to receive help that you need. Okay, go ahead and close your eyes and imagine a tube of divine light shining down on you that contains information on how to experience healthy interdependence. It contains a blueprint. And so I want you to imagine your cells all reading this blueprint and integrating it and realizing, oh, this is how to do it. This is how to be both self-reliant and interdependent at the same time, to have my good boundaries, to have my own clear mindset that belongs to me, to have my own emotions that I'm not absorbing from other people. I can be emotionally self-reliant, and I can have trusting relationships and relationships where other people come through for me and where I am coming through for other people. You know, accepting this blueprint of this balance between independence and interdependence. Put your hand on your heart and just breathe it in. And we're going to ask ourselves this question: where in your life will you see how it can be safe to rely on others? What situations are going to show up for you today that will help you see how you can safely rely on other people? No man is an island. We all deal with the need to be interdependent. And interdependence is a two-way street. We can experience both self-reliance and interdependence in perfect custom ways that are just right for each of us, and that will show up for us differently. Thanks for being here today, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Be sure to like and subscribe. And hang out with me on Facebook if you want. My Facebook group is Intuitive Healing with Ally Duzette. There are thousands of members. It is a super active group, super fun, and I can't wait to get to know you better in there. So I will see you later. Thanks, guys.